Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. We have another one from the archives, from the Dragon Ball Heroes archives, which is going to be the Super Saiyan Xeno Goku. We're taking him straight into the GT Goku event because, I mean, considering the Vegeta counterpart was so good in the GT Goku event, they both stack attack and defense. They pretty much just both do the same thing, apart from one is supporting Goku's family, one Vegeta's family. I thought, why not just cut out the Vegeta event and go straight for the Goku event? And especially that kind of helps as well, so we're not spending too much time like on the kind of the older content. So that's why we're going straight into this one. But as always, if you have been enjoying the content, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. All the support, of course, is very much appreciated. We're not far from 100 subs, you know, we're on 80. That's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but we're 20 subs off 100 subs. So if you are new, hit the sub button, man. It's big red. Just click it. I know they usually don't tell you to click the big red button, but click it. Do it, please. But yeah, we have the GT. I don't know what that was. The GT Super Saiyan Goku. As I said, he's pretty much the same as Vegeta. You know, he's very well built for longer events. You know, they both greatly raise attack and defense by 50% on Super instead of like 30 or 20. So that is very nice. You know, it gets you boosting your stats a lot quicker throughout, especially if there's some additionals or, well, I was gonna say crits, but no, crits don't matter. Additionals along the way. Unfortunately, my Goku he has no dupes. So there is a bit of a disparity between him and Vegeta in terms of obviously attack and defense. Considering the Vegeta is rainbowed. I think the defense from both of them starting, to be fair, they're actually both on the same rotation because they share pretty much all of the same links. Apart from, I think, one, maybe. But yeah, I think in terms of the difference, I think with Vegeta being rainbowed and Goku having no dupes, I think the difference or the disparity was about 30k defense, which there's a bit of a notable difference. It's not too bad, especially because, again, they both stack. And the fact that they're Dragon Ball Heroes units, and these are kind of like the, I don't know what to call it. They're kind of like the lesser ones, you know, because, again, Dragon Ball Heroes units aren't Dokkan Fest or anything. So, you know, you have kind of like the kind of side units in the Dragon Ball Heroes stuff. So, typically their stats are a little bit lower. So, the fact that Goku stacks attack and defense by 50% rather than the usual 20 or 30 means it's kind of almost making up for the fact that he starts off with less base stats. So that is quite nice, but of course with him being a stacker, he's perfectly built for longer events like Goku and Vegeta event. Just like Vegeta, even though again there is a huge disparity between, you know, 55% of the dupe system and Rainbow, the damage, even getting him to like 3 mil, 3.5 mil, even potentially 4 mil on the final phase, he still isn't putting out the biggest numbers. I will say that immediately. Even with stacking attack and defense and the attack and defense plus 120 and the additional attack plus 100%, when there is another Goku's family category on the team, which there was, which was LR Super Saiyan Goku and the LR Super Saiyan Gohan, even with the extra attack plus 100% on top of his passive and stacking attack and defense, in terms of his actual numbers he's putting out on Super, they're amazing. You know, 3 million, 3.5 million, you could easily get it higher. In terms of the actual damage you're seeing him output, like the numbers you see pop up after he hits them, it's not going to be anything amazing. The same thing happened with Vegeta and he's rainbowed. The actual damage output you can put out, ridiculous. The actual number he deals, it's okay. It's not anything to write home about, but I mean, it's some extra chip damage. The main thing about these two is they can more than handle themselves in these events, especially because they stack on both. You can't unfortunately take advantage of his stun here, because again, you can't stun in a Goku and Vegeta event. And of course, you know, ideally, if you're going to be taking him, which again, he is very viable and, you know, worth bringing on an event like this, or on a team in an event like this, he's a Goku's family support. So if you're taking a Goku's family team, you're taking a Saiyan's team, or Super Saiyan's team, sorry, a pure Saiyan's team, any category he goes on where you can have at least, I don't know, 2 Goku's family units and him as a floater, or maybe more, or maybe 1 Goku's family unit and he's on rotation, he will also support them, giving Ki plus 2 and attack and defense plus 40%. So he's very good at that. You know, ideally, you know, if you was to take a Goku's family team into like GT Goku event, even Vegeta event, you know, to complete a category mission, and you know, you wanted a unit that was also not only going to be able to handle himself, like this Goku can by greatly stacking on super, on his attack and defense, but then he'll also support the remainder of the category units as well, which is not going to hurt. You know, extra attack and defense plus 40% on other units is very nice. So that's kind of a bit of a bonus. Of course, we weren't really paying attention to that in this event because, of course, we run him on main rotation with the Super Saiyan Xeno Vegeta. I think there was a Goku's family unit floating. I'm pretty sure the My LR Super Saiyan Goku was floating. So every now and then that he was on rotation, he was getting supported in that third slot. But all in all, again, just like the Vegeta, apart from the small disparity of the Vegeta being rainbowed, this is another unit who, because he stacks, can easily handle himself in one of the harder events in the game. You know, this is straight in the GT Goku event, and he can handle it perfectly. So the Vegeta event will probably be a walk for both of them, hence why I've taken him straight into here. He done really well. Really, really well. By the time you get into the final phase, and I will quickly say this, with the amount of damage the LR Super Saiyan Goku was doing, the friend one, might I add, on the main rotation with the Gohan, and then also the Broly, we probably didn't stack him up completely where he could get to, but then because he can stack for 99 turns, the possibilities are almost endless if you can stall enough. You know, where you get his stats. But you know, in the GT Goku event, he also doesn't have type advantage like Vegeta does. You know, when you're stacking with the Vegeta, especially with him rainbowed, by the time you get to the GT, the full power stage 4 phase, he literally takes no damage even on a super. The type advantage just helps that a bit more. But you know, with Goku being a Fizz type unit and of course full power stage 4 being a tech unit, I think, especially with him greatly raising attack and defense on super, I can't remember where we got him to. Actually, well, there you go. Even before we got there, we're on 300. We're just over 370k defense, which by the time we get into the GT Super Saiyan portion of the event, I don't know why I keep adding GT, is because I keep thinking GT Goku event and then full power stage 4. By the time you get into the full power stage 4 phase of the event, he's gonna have about 400k defense. That's kind of like the minimum amount of defense you want. Handle full power stage 4 Goku, so you can tank well on supers. Even on this phase, you know, at the beginning of the rotation, he tanks 17k on a super, even before supering and stacking his attack and defense again. So I mean, these two units are very good. As I said, the only thing, I don't want to say that lets him down, because these are only Dragon Ball Hero Dokkan Awakenings. You know, maybe eventually when they get Easy A's, their damage will be considerably better. You know, especially going off the Easy A's they've done, like the year just gone, the Easy A's were fantastic. But you know, they're only Dokkan Awakenings, so the damage they're doing in terms of the standard we're used to now and the fact they stack, as I said, the actual output they have on super attack, even before supering, look at Goku's attack stat. It's honestly ridiculous. The super attack output, the damage output they have, phenomenal. In terms of the actual damage done by them, as I said, it's nothing to shout about. It's nothing amazing. It's just not bad. So, but don't forget, they're only Dokkan Awakenings, and Goku's only 55% in the dupe system. So how much damage does he do here on a super? So he's on a 2.7 million attack stat, which is fantastic, and he does 600k damage. Which, again, for only a Dokkan Awakening, no Easy A, just a Dokkan Awakening, you know, less stats than typical units because he is a Dragon Ball Heroes unit, he's not Dokkan Fest. And since it's only Dokkan Awakening, 600k is not bad, especially at 55%. So if he was hitting a crit, you're talking like a mil, which isn't too bad. So maybe once they receive Easy A's, maybe they might be doing a hell of a lot more than that. So again, it's nothing to write home about, but it's not bad if you think about the type of unit it is and the fact that these are only Dokkan Awakenings. But it's another unit that if you are missing some of the, you know, the heavy hitters, the more premium units for some of the categories he goes on, like for example Pure Saiyans, or maybe you want a bit more of a safer defensive option, Time Travelers, Goku's family, Super Saiyans, Kamehameha. Again, a lot of these like Pure Saiyans, Goku's family, Super Saiyans, and Kamehameha are very good categories with very amazing units. But again, if you want a bit of a safer option, a more defensive unit, you know, even better on Goku's family, you know, you go for a full-blown support. On any category he goes on, also Dragon Ball Heroes crossover, Turtle School, Defender of Justice, you have a very good option that can handle a longer drawn-out event like this, and also the Vegeta event, who is not going to get you killed. You don't have to worry about him. He can stack even quicker because he greatly raises attack and defense by 50% rather than the usual 20 or typical 30. So even before we got into the final phase, he had almost 400k defense, which is more than enough, or not even more than enough. It's actually just the right amount to handle Goku, or the full power Stage 4 Goku. Even if he got supered, he wouldn't die. He would actually be able to tank it incredibly well. So, as I said, if you're looking for a more safer or defensive option to take on some of those categories, also while being able to support Goku's family category allies, which is kind of a bonus, then this Goku, the same with the Xeno Vegeta as well, is a very, very good option to take. And by the way, just watch Broly just absolutely decimate full power Stage 4 Goku here with all the additionals and the amount of damage he does. Look where his attack stat is as well. Honestly, that Broly is amazing rainbowed. But yeah, very good viable option, a good Dokkan Awakening. Can't wait for them to pick up Easy Ace because they are really impressive units. But hopefully in the future they can do more damage. I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace.